Get us a lot closer with your call now, won't you? Mike McKenzie is APT's Information Director. Mike?
Thank you, Bob. If you just enjoyed watching Glenn Miller Moonlight Serenade, consider this. It was the financial contributions of viewers just like you made last year that made this show possible. This show and all the other programs that are on APT this year. The programs that we get to see next year, well, that's the responsibility of you. Your contributions will make those programs possible. The 1/4 of APT's budget that relies on viewer contributions pays for all of our programs. Go to that phone right now and become part of the team that makes television worth watching possible. 1-800-239-4000 is the number to call. Also with us in the studio tonight is Carol Ogus, who's the marketing director of Alabama Shakespeare Festival. Carol?
Thanks, Mike. Boy, it sounds great in here right now. The phones are really, really ringing off the hooks, and the volunteers are happily taking your calls and your pledges. When you call in and pledge your support to Alabama Public Television, you know what you're doing? You are showing that you appreciate quality TV. And we want to show you that we appreciate your appreciation. When you call to make a pledge, you can ask the phone volunteer for various thank you gifts. And for a pledge of $60, you can receive an Alabama Public Television mug. It's really nice. I've gotten one every single year for the past 3 years. I have a great collection. If you haven't started your collection yet, it's probably time to do it today. Remember, when you make that call, tell the volunteer you wish to have the item sent to you. And thanks an awful lot for your support. Mike?
Let me suggest a way that you can afford that $60 contribution, get the mug, and do it in a way that will help benefit APT even more. That's if you charge it on your Visa, your MasterCard, or your Discover card. It's very simple for you. All you have to do is read the numbers over to the phone friends on the phone. They'll take that down, and we're all set for that charge pledge. And the money will go to work for us right away. Right away, we can start buying those programs for next year's schedule, that $750,000 bill that's coming due for us in July. Make that call right now and say, charge it. You can also do it in easy monthly installments with every contribution of $60 or more. $60, that's just $5 a month, pennies a day for the great programs you get on APT all year round. Bob?
Our pledge goals are goals that we set with something very specific in mind, and that's getting the money necessary to buy the programs that you watch and enjoy. Certainly we enjoy them, but our real purpose here is to buy the programs for you. Glenn Miller is one of your favorites. If you're not aware of it, Lawrence Welk is on Saturday nights at 7. And coming up this week, a couple of special shows you may be interested in. National Geographic tomorrow. On Thursday, Amazing Grace, followed by a great gospel program with Patti LaBelle. We have opera on Friday, and it's a great way to close out the week. Give us a call right now and pledge your support to APT. Coming up next, The Miracle of Life, the most watched Nova program ever, winner of Emmy Awards for camera work. Give us a call, won't you? Mike?
Thank you, Bob. Again, we've heard from families all across Alabama. We're looking for 3,000 new members during Festival 91, and right now we're at 1,918 new members. Bob's goal for this break was 1,919, so we just need one more new member. Be that one person. Call right now, 1-800-239-4000. It's new people that will help us continue to pay the rising costs. 18% is the cost of inflation for our program schedule this year. Without individuals showing their support, and you are a vital part of public television, a vital member of the team. Without you, none of this would be possible. Call right now. Bob?
When APT reaches its 3,000 member goal this Sunday, and I'm confident that we will, tune in and watch and reach over there and pat yourself on the back, because you have helped to get us a lot closer tonight with your support of Glenn Miller and great music on APT. You've come to rely on public television for fine music. That's nothing new. What may be new is that when you start receiving the viewer guide in your home, you realize some of the programs you have missed because you didn't know they were on. That's the best tool we have to let you know what's on. Many people go through and highlight it so they won't miss their shows. Call us right now. The Emmy Award-winning Miracle of Life, the most popular Nova program ever, a fascinating look at the human reproduction system. And you folks out there who have kids, it's amazing to see how kids are made. 1-800-239-4000. It's toll-free anywhere in the state. We're interrupting the show for a very specific reason. The producers of this program have allowed us to do that because they realize the popularity of Miracle of Life. It's been popular for a number of years. We brought it back into the schedule for an encore presentation to give you the opportunity to show your support for public TV. Our volunteers here are donating their Tuesday night to APT in hopes that you will donate something of your own, and that is a pledge of support to public TV. Do it right now. Joining me in the studio is Mike McKenzie, APT's Information Director. Mike?
Thank you, Bob. We have a goal during Festival 91 of raising 3,000 new members to support Alabama Public Television. We've already got 27,000 families across the Alabama area who are members of APT. We want 3,000 more. And that number is not just pulled out of thin air. It's based on the very real costs of programming. Individual contributions make up a quarter of our budget, and the cost of programming at Alabama Public Television are going up by over $100,000 this year alone. Without individual contributions from new members, we simply can't pay those numbers. That could affect what we get to see on Nova next year and the year after that. Call right now and make sure the fantastic service, the fantastic programs like Nova, like National Geographic Special, keep coming your way. We can't do it without you. Also joining us in the studios tonight is Carol Ogus, who's the marketing director for the Alabama Shakespeare Festival. Carol?
Thank you, Mike. You know, when you support Alabama Public Television, you are not alone. In fact, you are joining many of your neighbors throughout the state of Alabama who decide to show their support for quality programming on television. Nearly 1/4 of Alabama Public Television's budget comes from viewer support, from people that are just like you, whether it's in your own hometown or in every corner of the state of Alabama. They are calling because they support quality programming. So far tonight, we've heard from viewers from all over the state, but I'd like to congratulate and mention some of the following cities, including Oxford, Alabama, way up there in the north, and Jemison, Alabama, and Headland, Alabama. If you're from one of those towns, pat yourself on the back. If you're not, let's get your town's name on the air. Your friends and neighbors are making that important phone call tonight. Join them. Call 1-800-239-4000. Bob?
We think it's the highest quality television around, and many of you agree. If this Nova is showing you something you haven't seen before, it's because public television can do that, and commercial stations just don't. It's great to have one station, one broadcast channel that is devoted to non-commercial programs. Programs that have you in mind, not advertisers. We try to sell you on the idea that public television is quality TV. And we do that by allowing you to show your support for public television. If you'd like to pledge by credit card, do that right now. Visa, Master, Discover, graciously accepted here at APT. Mike?
Of course you should give whatever you feel comfortable giving. Let me suggest $60 a year. That's, if you want to do it in installments, just $5 a month. That's pennies a day for the great programs like Nova. It's a one-of-a-kind service that you can't get anywhere else. Think of all the great Novas we had just in February. The Russian Right Stuff, that 3-night special series on the Russian space program, was fascinating. The 3 different episodes in February on dinosaurs, what's going on in China, the flying reptiles, T-Rex exposed. Terrific programs that you get all year long that Nova brings to you. It's only possible because of individual contributions by people like you. Go right now. You can charge it on your Visa, your MasterCard, or Discover card, and when you do that, the money comes to us that much faster. We can put it to work for you, and it's so simple. Call right now. Carol?
Thank you, Mike. The dollars you pledge tonight are going to a great cause. Quality programming such as The Miracle of Life that we're watching tonight. I have to tell you that between the time that we've been talking to you, the entire staff has been glued to the television. This program is so fascinating. Your call can help continue this kind of programming, and you really should pick up the telephone and dial, because we do count on your pledge dollars to pay for this kind of show. The goal that we have set for this pledge is based on what the programs cost us, and here's a look at what your dollars will help you buy when you call 1-800-239-4000.
Diamonds, a girl's best friend. Pearls, accidents of nature or implanted and cultivated. Rubies, the world's most expensive gems. Glittering badges of wealth, glamour, and prestige, gemstones have captivated mankind since the beginning of recorded history. I'm Richard Kiley. Join me for Splendid Stones.
Riches beyond your wildest dreams are yours, for a while anyway, tomorrow night at 7 on the National Geographic Special. Don't miss it. It looks like a great program. National Geographic, of course, is one of those programs that's been a great favorite for public television viewers, just like Nova has. People who give to public television are special people, special because they care. They care about the programs they watch, about the programs their families watch, what's available for their communities. They also care enough to do something about it, to put their money where their heart is. How about you? Are you that special person who cares enough to give to APT, not only as a gift to yourself, but as a gift to the community? Call right now, and remember, you can charge it on your Visa, your MasterCard, or Discover card. Carol?
1,935 new members, and that is a great number. We're looking for some more, so do not hesitate to call. If you want to make a contribution of $60 or more, you can use an extremely easy installment plan. When you call one of our volunteers, simply tell them that you want to pay by installment. Then they will let you pay on a monthly, a quarterly, or a semi-annual basis. Don't worry about having to keep up with the payments or when they're due, because we will send them the payment schedule to you. We'll expect it from you like clockwork. In short, you can give more and make it easier on yourself by spreading out your pledge over a long period of time. Bob?
We have a 3,000 new member goal at APT by this Sunday, March the 17th. And we can certainly reach that with your help. We're at 1,936 brand new members right now. And you can join those 1,936 new members by calling in your pledge of support. And once you make your pledge, and I stress that once you make your pledge, there is a way you can double the value of your pledge to APT. In fact, double that $60 to $120, and that's with an employee matching grant. Many companies and businesses in our state will match their employee contributions to Alabama Public Television. You're seeing just a few of them on the screen right now. If you see your company, when you go back to work tomorrow, check with your personnel director for a simple form you can fill out and send to us, and your company will match. If you don't see your company there, it doesn't mean they don't match. We just don't have them on the screen. Check with them and see if they do match. If they won't match your contribution to APT, you might suggest that they consider doing so that they can support the same high-quality television that you support. Call right now, won't you, Mike?
Our goal, again, is 3,000 new members for Festival 91. Right now, we're at 1,939 new members. If you haven't pledged before, join those others. Take a look at here. This is the APT Viewer Guide. Yours with every membership contribution of $25 or more to APT. It tells you all the great things that are on Alabama Public Television each month. You can find out about the special Nova features 3 nights in a row. Make sure you don't miss any of those programs. Get the APT Viewer Guide. The cost of programs on APT, including Nova, are up 18% this year alone. The cost of Nova right now is about $48,000 a year. Nature, another very popular program, $33,000 a year. With that 18% program cost increase, we need new members to pay, or we simply can't afford it. Make sure the quality of Nova can keep coming your way. Call right now. Carol?
Thank you. That's 1,942 new members right now, which is sounding really good. But don't stop. If you haven't made that phone call before, make it now. Now, we appreciate you calling and making a pledge to provide yourself with quality television. But we would also like to make that a more formal appreciation by letting you know that we'd like to give you a gift when you call in. Simply mention to your volunteer that you would like to receive one of the many gifts that we do offer. And for $60, you will receive this really, really special APT mug, perfect for coffee, showing around the office, or for having a nice, quiet mug at home. Also, if you pledge $25, you will receive the Viewer Guide, which is mailed to your home 12 times during the year. Do not hesitate. Call 1-800-239-4000. Bob?
We'll be going back to the conclusion of Nova, Miracle of Life, in just a moment. You're making a miracle right now, allowing us to continue fine programming as we go toward that 3,000 new member goal by this Sunday, March the 17th. And the money we raise here, it's not just here to raise money. We're here to buy programs, and since you can't send us the programs, that's where your dollars will go, to buy these. Many folks ask us, where do you get your money to buy shows? Well, look in the mirror. That's where we get the money to buy programs. We do get state funds. About 65% of our annual budget is from the state of Alabama, and that pays for transmitters, pays for electricity, pays for salaries, pays for antennas and towers. That doesn't pay for programs. In fact, the tax burden on the average Alabamian for APT support is less than $1 a year, about 8.5 cents a month. We think that's certainly worth it, but that doesn't buy shows. Your dollars, $750,000 and more, pays for the programs we get from PBS and other suppliers. And these programs do cost APT money. They do not come free. High quality is not cheap. You know that. You know that in your own home and the quality of television that you watch. So call us right now. If the line's busy, call when we get back to the program. Your support of public television is a very important factor for the high-quality programs that we can bring you. We hope you enjoyed this Nova Miracle of Life, the most highly watched Nova program ever, Emmy Award-winning camera work. If you did, call us right now. Put our volunteers here to work with the Department of Veterans Affairs Regional Office here in Montgomery. They've donated a Tuesday night so that you can donate your pledge to APT. I'm Bob Corley. I work for public television. I'm working for you tonight also, assisting in getting pledges as we go toward the 3,000 new member goal by Sunday the 17th. We have 1,966 new members. I think we can get to 1985. That'd be a good year, wouldn't it, Mike?
That sounds like a very good year. We've talked before about the importance of that 3,000 new members to APT. It's based on the cost of programs coming to APT, and that bill arrives in July. Why should you be one of those 3,000? Because you enjoy the services of APT and you want to see them keep coming your way. The only way to ensure that that program can keep coming is by being one of those viewers who goes to the telephone and becomes part of the programming, becomes a producer of APT by making that telephone call. Thank you very much if you're one of those people that's on the phone. If you're not, take that walk to the phone, call it. We got a call just a while ago from a 12-year-old in Birmingham who makes his money washing cars. Join with him right now in supporting television worth watching. Also joining us tonight is Carol Ogus of Alabama Shakespeare Festival. Carol?
Thank you, Mike. Pledging with your credit card helps you as well as the Alabama Public Television. We do accept MasterCard, Visa, and Discover. When you call, simply tell the volunteer that you'd like to pledge by credit card. Be sure to have that card available so you can read off all the pertinent information, such as the number and the expiration date, and the name in which the card is written. If you are making a pledge of $60 or more, you can arrange to have your pledge paid in installments. So put your money to work immediately. Call APT and call now at 1-800-239-4000. Bob?
Our studio full of volunteers here in Montgomery have not just donated their time during the breaks, but during the programs as well. So when we go into the McNeil News Hour in just a couple of moments, if you've had trouble getting through on the phones, call in. They'll be happy to take your pledge even when the next program